Hello there. Good morning, whatever time of day it is in your world. It is breakfast all day here, all day.
All day.
Christy and Alonso and Matt. Hello, friends.
Hello.
Those of you watching us on YouTube, apologies for the May gray. It is super May gray today, so it's a little gloomy in my dining room.
I'm going to fix it in post.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're going to have like fairy sprites flying around us with lights?
No, but I can adjust the color.
Flare.
Can you?
Yeah.
I want Spielbergian lens flares. That's true. So you're seeing us here today. Things are a little in flux in our world, or more specifically in my world, because I'm moving in a week. And so you'll
Drink all this in.
You're no longer going to have the luxurious sights and sounds of my dining room for much longer, unless these guys want to come down to where I'm moving sometimes and do the podcast down there. It's really pretty, and it's a much bigger dining room space.
Maybe sometimes. It's so far. It's so far.
I'm moving to Palos Verdes. Palos Verdes Estates is a beautiful place, and it's 20 miles away.
Or you could come to my house and do the counter commute, which would be easier for everyone.
I should go 40 miles.
Well, we'll just meet in the middle at my
We're going to meet at
That's
Alonso's,
right.
so thanks for hanging out, pardon me, in my dining room. But we have some movies to do for you today over on the Patreon. We're going to have a bunch of trailers and some Fosse Verdon talk. But for now, let us start with Aladdin. Yet again, Disney keeps making these live-action versions of their beloved animated classics with mixed results.
So Aladdin is the story of, the kid that finds a lamp, and there's a genie who gives him 3 wishes. But this time the genie is played by Will Smith, who is almost entirely motion captured.
He's not a rapping genie. That would be Kazam.
Right. Not Shazam. If you've seen the story, if you know the old story from 1001 Arabian Nights, there's a princess and he pretends to be a prince and hijinks and songs ensue. I thought this was pretty solid. It wasn't genius, but it works best when Will Smith is on. It's a little slow to get started. The kid playing Aladdin,
Mena Massoud.
He's fine. He's not that great by himself. He's good when he starts working with Will Smith. That gives him something to do. That kind of ups his game. But otherwise, he's kind of like, I found him to be kind of flat and like he's pretty to look at. But that's about it.
Does he have a monkey sidekick?
Oh yes, Abu.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Just checking.
Yes.
I haven't seen this yet. I'm going tonight.
Guy Ritchie directed this, and while it is mercifully restrained for a Guy Ritchie movie, there is, the kind of CGI that he likes, and so the monkey is inordinately expressive when he's stealing stuff in adorable ways.
Can we say that Guy Ritchie normally likes CGI? Because I think that's only a recent kind of thing in his toolbox.
All the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Okay, sure.
And King Arthur.
Not like good old Guy Ritchie. Not like Snatch.
Yeah.
Right,
Guy
and there's
Ritchie.
only a couple things happening in this movie that actually feel like the Guy Ritchie that we really liked, right? Like there's the one scene where it's in that kind of corridor with the curtains that felt cut together in a way that felt like a Guy Ritchie bit. And then there's the scene where it's cutting back and forth between Aladdin and Jasmine talking about each other to their friends.
That was cute.
And that felt like a Guy Ritchie kind of cut style. But the rest of it is like it could have been anybody.
Well, the whole opening, the thing that establishes that Aladdin is a thief, the way, the movement of that, like the parkour through the marketplace and all that feels very him. And then a couple of times, like in dance sequences, it's sped up. Like the dance motions are a little bit sped up, and that feels like
and sometimes it's slowed
Ritchie.
down too, right? There's weird points. There's something in that opening number that what the head of the breadline song. What's that song? The one step ahead of the breadline.
Yeah.
That they do that song, but there's parts of that where they're doing some of the parkour, and it's slowed down in a really weird way. Once the movie, again, like once Will Smith shows up in the movie, it kind of saves it. But when he's not on screen, it's it's lacking.
The two of them have some really nice chemistry with each other, and the guy and the girl, the Jasmine and Aladdin.
Right.
And I remarked to you walking out of the theater, like now, like the guys have Disney princess eyes too, because he has these amazing almond eyes,
Right.
and they're just both beautiful, and they both have a really nice screen presence. And this is going to make her a star, I think.
I think she was better than he was.
She's great, and they gave it's a lot of the old songs that you know if you have deep nostalgic fondness for Aladdin. Naomi Scott, yes, I think we said her name. Did we not?
No, we did not.
Naomi Scott is amazing, and she's lovely, and she's in the Elizabeth Banks redo of Charlie's Angels.
Yes,
She's also in that.
Yeah.
But and they have, those Broadway musical quality of voice in terms of like the way they built out certain notes and the vibrato and that Disney musical voice. They have that. It's very safe in a lot of ways. It's what you expect it to be. It's true in a lot of ways to the original. And but I figure that if people who are a little younger than we are, who really, really love the animated film, are going to feel like, this is fine. I did not have high hopes based solely on
Dumbo.
No, not Dumbo. The trailer and how creepy Will Smith looked in the trailer. With a little more room to breathe and move and do his thing, it does make more sense. And it's fun. He's riffing. He's being charismatic, fast talking Will Smith, and he can do that pretty easily. And it's fine. I had a good time. It's fine. I brought Nick with me, and he made what I thought was an astute observation, and that is that they dispatch with the villain in a way that feels a little hurried.
Yeah. I'll buy that too. I would also point out that I don't know that they do Will Smith any favors by pairing him with a couple of belters, right?
Right, he can't sing.
He's
the
not,
Fresh Prince,
right,
however.
I mean, he's okay. The mix on the first song sounds like Arabian Nights sounds really off because that's a song that in the original really gets belted out by Robin Williams, and the orchestration is such that you kind of lose Will Smith singing it, right? And it's not as noticeable on the Prince Ali song. I think that's fine. I think they do a good job with that number.
The big spectacle of it all when he comes to town. Yeah. That's a lot of fun.
And I think that, there's been a few complaints that they've slowed that down a little bit. I think it's still a good, fun number. And he's clearly, there's an infectious fun to it. Again, this is fine.
It is.
It's not genius. It's fine.
In the pantheon of Disney live action redos, where does this fall?
I haven't seen all of them. I didn't see Cinderella. I didn't see Beauty and the Beast. This one's fine.
You have seen
I saw Dumbo.
Jon Favreau's Jungle Book.
Jungle Book. I think I liked Jungle Book. I think that this is on par. Maybe this is a little bit better. I think Jungle Book is missing some of the songs. Like the way they handle the songs in Jungle Book is, it's almost like a greatest hits. Like, we're going to just play a couple of riffs of these songs.
They don't treat these movies as musicals unless it's Ashman and Menken.
Right.
Although they do.
Or Ashman and Tim Rice, I guess.
Which is irritating, right? Because
Menken,
it's like, we're going to ignore the Sherman Brothers. Like, come on.
But this is Alan Menken.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see. And they do, you want to see them do A Whole New World and swoop around on the carpet. And it's fine. That should be like emotionally transporting. That is your big signature number. And I'm like, okay, they're cute.
I will say
it's a little empty.
But it feels a little smaller. Mm-hmm. Right? It feels a little smaller. Like, and I know, look, like that's easy to say about a movie that's trying to be live action against an animated film where you can just draw great sweeping vistas. But except for some of the scenes in the desert, like those scenes in Agrabah, like those feel like they're on a set.
Yeah.
Right. And look, I get it. And, maybe I'm nitpicking here, but it doesn't feel big.
No, I mean, I haven't seen this movie yet, but I remember watching the original Aladdin and seeing like all the genie stuff and thinking, this is a Disney movie that does not care about physics. Which, Looney Tunes would do all the time, but Disney would tend to, kind of play pretty close to the vest as far as things like gravity go. And so, I could see where a live action version would lack a certain.
Yeah, and this one plays fast and loose with physics as well. Don't get me wrong.
With all the stuff that the genie can do.
Right, and again, like going back to it, like if you are interested in seeing a Will Smith movie, this is a Will Smith movie, right? Hey, for better or for worse. It's one of the more, this is a throwback to the fun Will Smith that owned 4th of July. Mm-hmm. Right. It's not quite that level of spectacle.
It's not 7 pounds Will Smith.
No.
But this is the Will Smith. This is movie star Will Smith.
Okay.
Right. This isn't serious actor. This is movie star Will Smith. And that's fine.
He's having a good time. Yeah.
He's having a good time, and he's having enough of a good time that everybody else kind of does too in the audience.
I will say over at TheWrap, by the way, Bibbs did a ranking of all of the live action remakes of Disney animated features, and he's put this one fairly squarely in the middle.
I think that's fair. I mean, for me, like Jungle Book and Cinderella are really high up for me. I loved Kenneth Branagh's Cinderella. And
Pete's Dragon.
Oh yeah, there was a Pete's Dragon too, which had some surprising emotional depth to David Lowery's Pete's Dragon. That was excellent.
When are we getting the Song of the South remake?
Yikes, too soon. So I'm saying 5.9.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. 6.2.
Okay, so you're saying 6.5.
Oh, 6.5.
Our number 6.2. It's at 59% on the tomato meter. So if you're going to go see Aladdin, you're going to go see Aladdin. If you have kids, it's fine. It's Memorial Day weekend, so you're all together. There's
this
no
is
school.
The kind of movie where I want to quote the line that, what's his name? Who plays Caesar in History of the World? Was in Cannonball Run.
Not Dom DeLuise.
Yeah, Dom DeLuise, where he gets the thing of treasure and he's like, nice. Not thrilling, nice.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us at BeFastAllDay on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/BeFastAllDay. So many extra goodies for our subscribers, like our TV recaps and trailer news and all kinds of other stuff. So check it out.
Yeah. Literally hundreds of people have already done this, and you can be a part of this cool club.
Yeah. In fact, I'll tease this one. There's something I'm going to say in our trailer review that people will get pissed off about. And so you need to be a subscriber to that.
That's exciting. Bye.